And I also have equal excitement for one of my favorite new segments that is hand delivered by Lonnie Light, and it's called
Gimmie The Light.
Yeah, and we're going to be talking about what?
Choosing your battles wisely and protecting your peace.
And Lonnie Light has a true story to attach to that. So get ready for Gimmie The Light here on Sway in the Morning, coming up next.
Lonnie Light in all your area. Come test me. Come test me. Somebody come test me. Come test me.
Now hear this. Good morning, citizens. Your day is about to get brighter. The young lion Kalani is about to shed some righteousness. It's time to give you the light right now on Sway in the Morning, boy.
Just give me the light.
Yeah, citizens, this is our segment, Give Me the Lights, curated, demonstrated by our very own Lonnie Light. And I would say this is a spiritual development segment of sorts.
Yep.
Right, Lonnie Light? Because Lonnie Light sparks us to explore our inner selves, our relationship with our higher power, developing a deeper understanding of our world. And not only does he share this through his findings and his research, but also through his very own life, his lived experiences. So take us into that now, Lonnie Light.
So today we're talking about choosing your battles wisely and protecting your peace. So be selective with your battles. Sometimes peace is better than being right. You know, this is something that I deal with. Choosing my battles wisely and protecting my peace. And it's something that I'm not the best at. You know, letting go of things that don't matter.
Really?
You know?
You have a Lonnie Dark in you? Is that what you telling us?
We all got a dark side, man. We all got a dark side.
Yeah, it's the only way to recognize your light, right?
You know, and oftentimes, you know, it's me reflecting when I'm by myself, or I don't act it out a lot of the times. But, you know, sometimes when emotions get involved into situations, they might get blown out of proportion.
You might act impulsively.
You know, and that's something that I did yesterday. Yeah, so...
It's okay, brother. We with you. It's a safe space. What happened?
So yesterday on my commute to work, I'm walking through the subway. And you know, like, when you have to cross an avenue underground, basically, to get to your train.
That long walk.
So, yeah, those long hallways, walkways, there's a lot of people. It's crowded in the morning. Everybody's trying to get to work. So it's common for you to be brushing past people or walking by people. Like, that's very common out here in New York. It's not like somebody gonna take offense to that. So yesterday morning, I'm walking through this long walkway, and, you know, I'm walking fast. I'm trying to get to work, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I brushed past this guy, but while I brushed past him, he throws an elbow at my chest.
On purpose?
Yeah, purposefully. So
oh my.
He threw the elbow, and it was like give an example, like when you playing basketball and you like on a block or on a post.
Yeah.
And someone like throws an elbow to make sure you know like they're there.
Okay.
It was kind of like that. It wasn't like check me.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a violent, like I'm trying to knock you out
it was
elbow.
just
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
yeah.
So
Know your place.
while I'm I got my music playing really loud.
Okay.
So
Fight the power.
Don't test weed.
Don't test me. You know what I'm saying? So the music is playing.
Kill them all.
Three little birds.
Yo. So it took me a second to process what had just happened.
Yeah.
So when I realized he really just checked me, I took my headphones out and I wasn't even really thinking. It was just like straight like emotion.
Yeah.
So I take my headphones out and I'm like, yo, my man, yo. Like I shout, and you know there's people around, and I was raising my voice or whatever, and he didn't hear me. And this is where I could have just easily just walked away, exited the situation.
But you kept going?
No, I did a little light jog toward him to like get his attention.
Wow.
So I like go toward him or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
It's real
and
life.
I tap him, like I kind of like tap his shoulder. Like I kind of like
To
grab
make
his shoulder
sure.
a little bit so he like turns, because he walk in the opposite direction as me. So I'm like and I'm loud. I'm a little vexed, you know what I'm saying?
And you black.
I was like, yo, why did you elbow me? And he had a Spanish guy. He had like Spanish accent. He said I was walking in his way and there was no space for him. And I looked at him and I was like, bro, everybody is in everybody's way. Why did you elbow me? And he kind of was just looking at me and I'm looking at him, and we did this for like maybe like 10 seconds, 10, 15 seconds or whatever.
Wow.
So while I'm looking at him, there's an older guy, he got a face mask on. I'm like, yo, I felt a little embarrassed. Like, it was people staring, like people looking.
You caused a little bit of a scene?
Yeah, bruh. I was like, I could have, if I just protected my peace, bruh, if I just chose this battle just to exit, you know what I'm saying? I would not have dealt with that or like even felt like how I was feeling, you know?
And you did not feel relieved from his response. You didn't
No,
feel like it
made
was
me more mad.
Wow. Okay. Yep. So you didn't even get the release that you was hoping for.
At all, bruh.
Apologize, motherfucker.
Right. Say something or swing. Do something. Let's intensify this.
Yeah.
So like after we was like staring at each other, I was kind of like just trying to see what he was gonna do. Cause I didn't really care what was gonna happen at that point.
This feels like Animal Planet.
And he ended up just
Animal
he turned around
Planet.
after we were staring at each other, and he walked away, and then like I walked to work.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was kind of my situation that I dealt with, like choosing a battle that I could have just exited and protected my peace by not entertaining something like that, you know. So I wanted to know for our citizens, have you ever had to protect your peace from like a situation that throws you off balance?
Yes.
And like, when was the last time you were tested? You were tested like that. Where did you react or did you let it go?
Yes. And what did you learn from both?
Yeah.
Thank you for being generous with sharing your life, Lonnie Light.
Yeah.
I understand. And I guess when we make these choices, we don't know where things can go.
Nah.
We aren't actually able to determine the outcome. So you heard him, citizens. Let's talk about choosing your battles wisely and maybe not so wisely, and what you learned from both. 888-742-3345. It's Gimmie The Light.
Were you ready to fight?
Yeah.
Wow.
It wasn't like he was that much bigger than me.
Let me see the elbow.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, let me see the head. So I'm gonna be you. You got an elbow.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be, you guys are going opposite, right?
Yeah, but he's like, there's enough room for
Yeah.
a nigga to have.
Yeah.
I'm walking. He kind of go like this.
Oh!
Like, but it was harder. He used his elbow like, I didn't want to hit you.
Yeah,
You know
of
what I'm saying?
course.
He like, check me, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
And I'm walking. I'm like, yo, immediately, bro. I could have just not did that, bro.
Now hear this. Good morning, citizens. Your day is about to get brighter. The young lion Kalani is about to shed some righteousness. It's time to give you the light right now on Sway in the morning, boy.
Just give me the light.
Yes, sir. Citizens, we're in the middle of Gimmie The Light, hosted by Lonnie Light. And this is the segment that's all about expanding our consciousness personally, as a collective, sharing the lessons that we learn throughout our lived experiences, our inner truths, so that we can cultivate a sense of purpose, of peace, and learn from each other. And Lonnie Light oftentimes shares real life anecdotes from his personal journeys. And yesterday, really quickly, Lonnie Light, share with the citizens what happened and how it was the catalyst for today's question.
So yesterday on my way to work, when I was in the subway, I was walking and basically a guy walked past me and he elbow checked me, like he threw his elbow into my chest. And instead of, like doing the right thing, letting it go, I kind of let it get to me and I entertained it. And I went over to him, I confronted him, and I kind of caused a scene. And that's never my intention. And, learning from that, I wanted to talk about that today, about, we can exit situations peacefully without putting ourselves in harm's way.
We always have options. So how are we utilizing our free will, citizens, so that we can choose our houseway, so we can choose our battles wisely even if it is necessary for confrontation.
Yeah.
Right? So let's get to our citizens, Lonnie Light, and let's see who can relate to you.
My camera had died towards the end of the segment, so I'm doing a little, just letting y'all know, letting y'all be aware. So I just did a little like walkthrough while I was in the studio, and like some of the responsibilities I got, or just cleaning up the studio, sending off some emails, finishing up my some of the stuff I got to do for the show. I'm at an Italian restaurant, about to get some food, and then I'm about to head home. So that's a wrap, you know what I'm saying? That's a wrap for Gimmie The Light. So yeah, you know what it is. Peace, love, positivity. Keep it up. Word.
Nikki, calling from Cali. How you doing, boo?
Nikki, what up?
Nikki.
I'm excellent. How are you?
Hey, man, we living, we learning from each other, man, and we spreading
Yes,
this
and that's
love.
the part that I love. Yes, and thank you, Lonnie, for this segment. So yesterday I got tested, but here's what I woke up with, and I'm on it right now. Communication. Communication is so key. How we respond. Do we respond, right?
Yes.
So yesterday I was working, and I was sitting at my desk. I was very irritated because somebody left. I inherited a mess from somebody. Okay? So in my mind, I was pissed. I was angry.
Listen, we all ask God at different times for patience, but the only way to build the muscle of patience is to be in situations that require it. And also, I think sometimes the way that we act with others is indicative of how much patience we even have with ourselves. Because I notice when I treat myself better, I have so much more grace to offer others. But you are human, Nikki. And so I'm grateful that you shared this, and I'm grateful that you are exercising these ways of release so you have self-awareness and know where your areas of improvement are, and you have honesty, which gave you the courage to even call up and share this with us, Nikki, which makes you a citizen.
Sway in the morning.
Yeah, thank you, boo. Lonnie Light, should we go to Philly?
Let's go to Philly. Shout out the Eagles.
Actually, just kidding. We're going to go to Florida. We're going to visit Jake one time for the one time. What's up, Jake?
Jake, what's the word?
How's it going, you guys? How's it going?
What up?
Yo, man, yeah. We're grateful for the opportunity to learn from each other and just practice without even having to be in the scenario, but practice through others, the act of choosing your battles wisely. Can you relate to this, Jake?
Exactly. I 100% can. I've completely learned how to calm down and how to relax and let things go, because there's been instances in traffic. I got cut off. There was one time I pulled out of a fast food place coming home from work. I pulled onto this highway. It's 60 miles an hour. I pull out, and the person in front of me brake checked me. And, of course, I couldn't let it go because I spilled my food. So I decided to chase the person.
Oh, my goodness, Jake.
And, yeah, I got a little aggressive with it because they were speeding, I was speeding, and I got around the front of them and cut them off and jumped out of my car and got up to the window and realized it was like an 80-year-old lady.
Oh, my God.
I felt really bad. I was ready to fight, thinking it was somebody young or somebody, at least a man. But I got out the car and I looked at her and I started laughing. I just started laughing. I couldn't help it. It was just so funny after I saw her.
I know you felt bad about that, Jake. Like, that was the lesson that you learned after you saw an 80-year-old woman like that probably just made a mistake, and it was you taking it to the full out extent.
Personally.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, it was. I definitely learned. I calmed down and I bought a pickup truck, so I go slow now.
That's hilarious. And then you got to experience the greatest stand-up comedian of all time, G.O.D.
Yeah.
Woo! Another great Gimmie The Light. Come on, Lottie Light. And not only can the citizens hear this on Sway in the Morning each and every Tuesday, but they can also watch it at their leisure. Am I correct?
You can watch it at your leisure on my YouTube at Lonnie Light, LANILIGHT.